Duval, Jacksonville, man. That's where you're from.
Yes, sir.
How good is it to be out here, man?
It's always a good feeling just to come back home, having my parents and, sisters, siblings all along the sidelines. It's always good just to come back and show them the work that I'm putting in, the work that we're putting in as a team, and just showing them that everything that they poured into me is not going to waste. So just being able to come back in a home city and just put on and show everybody what I'm about is always a great feeling.
How much more confident are you in yourself as a football player than you were like last year on the same field?
Even that much more confident. Even with the coaches we have, they just want you to be confident. That's the name of the game, being confident. So once you're confident, it allows you to go out there and make the type of plays we need to make. Every day it's a challenge. The coaches are challenging us just to go be ourselves, and ourselves is our best. When we can be our best, that just allows us to go make the plays on the field. So, even when we mess up, the coaches are coming. They may sound like they're snapping on you, but in reality, they just want what's best for you and what's best one for the team. So we can kind of change your perspective and kind of look at it through that lens. You just take the coaching, make those adjustments and just get back on the field and make that play.
Is it was today DBU or PBU for the Backs?
DBU. It's always DBU. It's Florida State. So we can go out there, bring the energy to practice. Practices like this where it's just hot and the humidities. You need that extra oomph. I feel like us as a DB group, we bring that energy every practice. When it's low, sometimes the defense can kind of feed off of that. But when we're high, flying around, high energy, high tempo, everybody feeds off of that. Not only the defense, the offense feeds off of that too, and that's when we get that good on good work.
What are some of the things that different coaches have told you in terms of giving you confidence? What are things that you've appreciated, feedback from them, that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't really say it's too many smaller particular things. It's just because at the end of the day it's you. So at the end of the day, they just tell you go be you, and that's all you can do. And when you have a coach that believes in you and believes in your ability, and when they see the ability and they just tell you to go be you, play ball, and it just allows you to do that. And especially when you can kind of relate to those coaches, when you can build those bonds with those coaches, you know who you're playing with, you know who you're playing for, so you know the reason behind everything. And when you have a reason, it's a wall. When you have a reason for that, you can just go out there and play. My bad.
When we spoke to Coach White the other day, don't hit it. Just stand still.
Okay.
When we talked to Coach White the other day, he spoke about your progress and how you're moving forward as a player, seeing things faster.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you are in that process of comfort and learning the scheme?
I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the scheme, but like you said, I have a lot more room to go. And he may say I'm doing really good, but I have high standards for myself. I'm my biggest critic, so I think I have a lot more room to go. Given that, he said I'm doing pretty good. I know I'm doing pretty good, but I feel like I still have a lot more room to go. And so, just taking those steps every day, just being myself and taking the coaching, taking all the, constructive criticism, and just adding it to my game just allowed me to, just go play ball.
Is this 3-3-5 different than a lot different than what you were in the past?
It just allows us to, have eyes on the ball, make more plays, use our ability to go make those plays. That's really the only difference, really.
So you're not turning your back on the receivers as much?
Nah, not really. Just going to play ball, using our natural God-given ability, and just go out there and make plays.
How do you think the defense has done these 2 days out here? I know this is supposed to be an extra intense time. How do you think the defense has responded?
And I think we showed that a lot today, given the goal line. We got to show that physical presence. And just being in Jacksonville, like Coach Norvell stated, everything's against us right now. It's hot, no shade. The sleeping condition is not the best, but it just brings us together. And that's what the whole point of this trip, just to bring us together. And I've seen it. I've seen it just from the younger guys, the older guys, me, myself, the whole defense, because, the whole team actually is pretty new. So just seeing everybody come together, the defense come together, the defensive back room come together, it gives you those flashes of a good, good season.
How did you guys do in the goal line for the defense?
We won, yeah. The domination. I mean, the offense may say something different, Coach Norvell may say something different too, but he knows what happened.
With a guy like Jeremiah Wilson, you mentioned it here, I see you laughing, what has he brought to this room?
Oh my gosh, he's that spark in the room, everybody brings that spark, but Jeremiah, like, I'm sure you guys seen in some of the other interviews, but he's like that, but times 10 when there's no cameras. So he's not just putting on for the cameras. That's how he is 24/7. Like, I'm pretty sure this morning, it was like, maybe 5 o'clock. Everybody sleep. I hear somebody running through the door. Yeah, wake up, wake up! I peek out. It's Jeremiah just running around trying to get everybody up, but that's just how he is every day, and that's, you know, that's what he brings to the field. And you know, when you're down, you got a guy like him to, you know, kind of bring yourself up. And you know, when we're down too, we keep him up too, and just, you know, us feeding off of his energy, him feeding off our energy, you know, it just it allows everybody to just go play ball.
What's that sort of balance between, you know, playing press man, it's like, all right, you have this one responsibility, you know it's this, but then you talk about being able to play with your instincts, and this is maybe more fun. Is there more responsibility, more on your plate in this kind of defense?
Just with yeah, it is just a little bit, but you know, as safeties we got to embrace that role. You know, safeties are supposed to be the quarterback of the defense, so we love the pressure. All the safeties love the pressure. We love being able to communicate and take control of the defense. So whenever, you know, we have those opportunities to, you know, talk, make adjustments, you know, have basically all the pressure per se on our back, you know, we step up to that challenge. You know, we just go make those plays.
Are you pretty confident that most of you guys have a good understanding
Absolutely,
conceptually?
absolutely. And we have still so much far to go, but I love where we're at right now.
You mentioned coaches and relating to McGallagher Cooper.
Oh,
What
yeah.
has it been like with him?
Oh yeah, he's one of the best coaches I've ever been with, and he relates to us so much because, you know, he's a younger kid, well, younger coach, my bad, younger coach, but he's been around ball like all his life, and he's experienced ball on each level. You know, he coached in NFL for some time, and just being able to bring his NFL knowledge down to, you know, this level of the game, it's helped me so much just in my game, just in the short time I've been with him. I'm just excited to, you know, where the season can go with his knowledge that he can bring to the, not only just the defensive back room, but the whole defense, like how much he helps us in every aspect.
Oh, good. All right. Thanks, KJ.
Thank you, guys.